BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by...
I want to retire knowing we did it right. We want
to know that it's been worth something.
It's worth everything.
Be intentional about your worth. Farmers National Bank Wealth Management.
What did you learn that you didn't know?
How big those propellers are and how hard it is to actually forge them. That is it's a pretty amazing feat to have that much tonnage come in on a rail car, heat it up, and with extreme precision be able to create a propeller for a Virginia-class submarine that's going to last 50 years. It's not easy. Having the steel composition right, not too brittle, doesn't crack. These folks really know their stuff. And for me, this is what President Trump is all about. And what he is trying to do in the interest of economic security is national security. He wants to have a strong defense industrial base to defend this country, but at the same time, these are good jobs and good wages for the American people. And we see these kinds of efforts. This is part of a supply chain for ships that spread across 30 states, 40 states, and we're coming back. In the last couple of years, under President Trump, this defense industry is coming back, and the 8 years before it was going straight down the tubes.
Can you talk a little bit about how you see it coming back? This facility we're in hasn't seen huge employment increases. There have been other steel mills in the area that have had to lay people off because they rely on imported steel, and the tariffs have actually cost them hundreds of millions of dollars. Well,
what we're seeing is tremendous investment in the U.S. steel and aluminum industry. When we were driving here, we were with executives from these companies. They pointed out a new aluminum mill that exists only because of the steel and aluminum tariffs. So we're really proud of what's going on in our steel and aluminum industry. Remember, without those steel tariffs, the aluminum industry was about to go extinct, and the steel industry was really on life support. So we're working hard. Please remember, when you raise issues about things, that we are at the lowest rate of unemployment since a man walked on the moon.
But if we're here to talk about the revitalization of the steel industry, right? Like, there have been steel mills that are struggling. So what's your message to those steel workers? We are seeing
billions of dollars come into the steel industry. We've seen over 500,000 manufacturing jobs created since President Trump took office. That's compared to 200,000 manufacturing jobs lost during the Biden years. And so we're very comfortable with the arc of the defense industrial base and the manufacturing base, and we're working through all that.
Do you think there should be more done to help these companies that are being punished by the tariffs, the ones that have made appeals and have been denied, just like one down the road that has paid $150 million to date and laid off 100 workers?
So we have a very thorough exclusion process. We're working really hard on that. We're trying to deal with any company that may be having issues. But on net, this country is far better off defending our steel and aluminum industries, which is being attacked by an onslaught of dumped and unfairly subsidized steel and aluminum. So this company's doing well, the broader group's doing well. And don't forget, this defense industrial base and the defense industry budget that's been going up has been a tremendous boon to this company and around the country.
You say things are being done to deal with those companies. What's being done?
Well, exclusions, and we're trying to strengthen the tariffs as well, where there might be companies hurt by it. But sir, look, what we're seeing unequivocally is our steel and aluminum industries coming back. We're seeing billions of dollars invested in these industries, and unemployment rate 3.6%, 3.5% now, the lowest since a man walked on the moon. It's the lowest for blacks and Hispanics, disabled, veterans, and women. And one of the things I love about what President Trump is doing is the income increases that we've seen have disproportionately helped blue-collar workers. That's a beautiful thing. That's my office at the White House is tasked with helping the president create good-paid jobs for the men and women who work with their hands. And mission accomplished so far. We're doing well there.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by.
I want to retire knowing we did it right. We want...
To know that it's been worth something.
It's worth everything.
Be intentional about your worth. Farmers National Bank Wealth Management.